Good morning. Hello, hello. Hope everybody's doing great. Jesus, it's bright. Hi. Okay. Hi, everyone. And happy birthday to Chime again. I feel like I've said it like 1,000 times. But birthdays are important, okay? Especially to me. I'm somebody who treats birthdays like especially important. It's no problem. I did decide to put on a polo today. It's quite big and not the right color, but it's my husband's. That's why the neck is so goddamn big. But I did decide to do like a very, very light Doug cosplay. Clearly, we don't really share that much in common in terms of looks, you know, but I tried the effort, the thought was there. Good morning, hello, hi Stacks. So welcome to Rendez-Doug. I've been so excited to play the game. Honestly, had I not decided to stream, and hello Carrot, I'm sorry, like I didn't even slid in there. But like, had I not like streamed, basically I would have probably already played the game. Because usually I'm on top of that kind of stuff, but no, not this time. But that's what this week was all about. So I do want to share one thing. This originally I had it planned where I was just going to show it on stream to Chime, but then I was like, no, I think they should see it separately from, you know, everybody else. But I will share the gift that I made. And no judging, okay? I'm still a new artist, so, you know, no judgment, please. No crit. So 1 second. Let me see. Girl, where's she? Okay, that's not the right one. That's not the right one either. Girl, where are you? I moved her, I think. 1 second. Girl, where are you? Come back. I didn't move her. That's why she's missing. She's missing. Okay, there she is. There you go. There's the gift I made. Thank you. I wanted to capture her essence, you know? Not the ooh-woo. Of course the ooh-woo. What? Have you met her? So yeah, I made a little picture, pixel art of a girl. Love her very much, and had her wish Chime a happy birthday. So, there you go. Okay, quiet. Get out of here now. Her face was my reaction to the gift. Oh, that's so sweet. No, it's no problem. Pixel art isn't my strongest suit all the time. I'm still relatively new to it. But you know, it is what it is. The ooh is spreading. Ooh is in the chat. Ooh everywhere. Okay, so I couldn't decide whether I wanted to do Adriel or Sandra. So what I did was I did a coin toss because I figured that took it out of my hands, and I had Chime decide heads or tails. They chose heads, so now we're doing Adriel because Adriel was heads and Sandra was tails for whatever reason. That's how the cookie crumbled, guys. I don't make the rules, I just follow them. So that's who we're gonna be playing as. Just for today, next week we'll be playing Sandra because then Sandra. I like Sandra. I don't know. Regardless, you know, we'll be playing her next week. So let's not waste too much time. I think the music should be good. I've been listening to it for a hot minute. Sounds good. Hopefully she's not too loud. Actually, she looks a bit loud. Okay, well, here we go. Since the dawn of time, a very specific and niche subspecies of people existed amongst human beings. The Dougs. Okay, yeah. The music can be loud in this game, but we'll tell you. Okay, no problem. The Dougs developed a very peculiar technique to hide from their natural predators, the extroverts. They learned how to blend in with their surroundings to go unnoticed. Okay, so is Doug just synonym for introvert? Dougs can have many names. Doug, Peter, Yannette, Margaret. Yannette is not an introvert. Whatever floats your boat. This game, however, tells the story of a Doug named Doug, of the extrovert he meets, and how this encounter, if it didn't change their lives, brought them comfort. Not the YouTube tutorial music. No, it's good. It's just, that's what it reminds me of. A Doug named Doug made me laugh. But who is this extrovert? It is I. I like this. Alright, well, we've already decided that we're going to go with the chaotic, flirtatious, silly, and disorganized Adriel, as opposed to the terrible singer, hardworking, creative, and empathetic Sandra, at least for this stream. So I'm gonna turn it down on my end because it feels loud on Yunette is whatever she needs to be to seduce her. That's true. You know what? You're so right. What is his name? His name's gonna be Adriel. We're not gonna change it. He's good as he is. Oh, I do love the pink watercolor, like, aesthetic of the game. Oh, almost showed past the curtain. Grabbing my cup of macchiato from the coffee machine, I take a look around to find someone to chat with. After all, don't they say time flies when you forget about work? A quick analysis of my surroundings makes me notice Sandra, who seems to zone out. The girl joined the team 3 weeks ago, and she's already done more work than I have in like 4 years. Jesus Christ, Adriel, get it together. She looks like it though. Dang, I'm old. Either way, I go to her, letting a devilish grin appear on my face. She definitely needs a break. Hey, Sandy Boo, what's up? Oh, Adriel, please, I'm trying to work. Come on, don't treat me like a disturbance, or... Am I disturbing you? I ask, letting the words roll off my velvet tongue. Sandra rolls her eyes. I'd rather jump off a cliff and be set on fire than date you, Adriel. Jesus Christ, immediately, okay? Get her, girl? Get it! Okay, now I'm regretting not picking Sandra first. Dramatically putting my hand on my chest and falling on the ground, I whisper, ugh, woe is me. Please, Adriel, I'm trying to work. Sandra is not here to kid. She has no fucking time. Standing up, I let out a laugh. I know, but taking breaks is healthy too, you know, or else you'll risk burnout. I can't get burnt out 3 weeks in. Well, if you worked really hard to get this position, you certainly can. Sandra confusingly looks to the side, fidgeting with her hands. Oh, she's so damn cute. Taking a sip of my macchiato, I ask, is there anything wrong, Sandy Boo? Stop calling her Sandy Boo. You're in a workplace environment, Adriel. Do you know the guy over there? She whispers, pointing at Doug. Doug? Oh yeah, he's been here for a while now. Don't ask me how long, though. He was already there when I got hired. Oh. And so, what's wrong with Doug? I don't know. He just looks sad. He looks so sad. Alright, you're an empath. Not being like you're an empath. I understand you perfectly now. Adriel. What? But yes, he looks so sad. It pains me a little. I wish I could reach out to him, but I'm worried that I might be intrusive. I don't know him after all. Light bulb. Genius idea. Doug. The sparkles in my eyes must alert Sandra, who grabs my arm. Please don't be weird. He must be too sad to want to endure your antics. You know me. Everything I do is done with care and consideration. Sandra cocks a suspicious eyebrow before letting me go with a sigh. She's like, that's the wrong choice. Honestly, polos are kind of chill. I feel like I don't look that bad in this. I don't know. I'm kind of rocking it. I immediately rush towards Doug, putting the cutest himbo smile, not him being self-aware of that, smile on my face. Hey, Dougie Doug. His eyes leave his computer screen to look at me. Okay, I'm gonna give Doug the most boring voice I can muster. Wait for it. Hi, Adriel. What do you want? I felt like I had some energy to exercise, so what if we danced right now? Just fucking bust a move. Like, what? He just does a TikTok dance. Aw, Dougie Doug and Chimmy Chim and Snacky Snack. I didn't notice that the first time. It's so cute. What? Starting a choreography, I start singing. Doug is not amused. Let's dance the Dougie Woogie. What the fuck? I like how chaotic. I was like, yeah, maybe he's just a little silly, goofy. Sometimes this dude needs to be sedated. What is this? And by a corgi. Doug, visibly unimpressed by either my dance or my poetry, rolls his eyes. You know this office isn't a playhouse. It can be if you have the right mindset. And come on, don't my hip movements make you want to dance? Not Adriel being like, my hips don't lie. I asked, doing one more dance move under the unamazed eyes of my audience. I'm not a good dancer, but I'm a good teacher. Doug, rolling his eyes, sighs before going back to whatever he's coding. Damn, I've played so many games recently where there's at least one character that codes. I mean, write what you know. I just find it very funny. Damn, he doesn't really seem to have found it funny. Maybe I need a more subtle approach? As I get lost in my thoughts, I look at his fingers pressing random keys on the keyboard. Well, at least they are random to me. That's when I notice it. Doug, where's your wedding ring? Where are we going? Doug gets a bit pale as I ask the question, and then it hits me. Putting my hands in front of my mouth, I say, shoot, you got divorced? Damn, that's a crazy jump. No wonder you look so miserable today. Now I'm calling him out. Oh, look at him. He looks like cookie and cream. Thanks. Thanks. Sighing, I put my hands on my hip, shaking my head. Damn, bro. I'm sorry that happened. I'm sure she was Adriel. He says with a cold tone. I suppose he still must love her to some extent. It makes me feel sad for him. I shake my hands. Sorry, it was rude. Thank you. I feel a bit at a loss right now. What can I do? What can I do? Oh, do you know what you need, Doug? A break? No, what you... Hey. The fake angry expression I put on my face makes Doug smile slightly. It's not much, but hey, if I manage to make him crack a joke or two, that's still it. That's still it. Good one, but I was going to say what you needed was to exterize all this. Do you do sports, Doug? Have you played the footballs? I try to jog at least 3 times a week, and I try to go to the gym when I have time. And do you have time tonight? Do you want to go to the gym? A mind reader, Doug, that's what you are. Not being gym bros, I say, winking at him. Doug rolls his eyes, but I can tell he is amused. Well, at least I hope he is. My coworker ends up nodding. I have my gym clothes anyway, so why not? That's the spirit. High five. Doug looks at my raised hand and flappably taps it. Well, hey, we still got it. You're gonna need more energy tonight, though. I'm gonna make you go through hell. What? We just become his gym trainer? Yes, mister. What's your last name? Bite it. Huh? Not Doug Biden. Not him being a part of the Biden administration. What? Hello, hero. I'll ignore that. All right. So, I guess his name's not Doug Trump, right? So it's all right. So, as I was saying, yes, Mr. Doug, you found yourself a personal trainer. Thank you for your time. The game got modern American tag on me and Jimmy for this. No fucking way. What do you mean? Okay, whatever. So fucking dumb. Don't mention it. I say, leaving Doug and putting a bright smile on my face. Things went better than expected. I then sit at my own desk to look at the work I'm supposed to do this week. Gosh, how am I supposed to make a slice of bacon talk? Them with their absurdity. Nice, alright, relevant. To be fair, I used American spelling for this game, and Google Docs is constantly bullying me because that's not my default. So instead of working on the text we'll need to put on the website for our future bacon brand, Bonnie the Bacon, I choose to focus instead on answering tweets and posting memes on the other brand's Twitter accounts. Hey, it still counts as work, doesn't it? Sure. Correct. Damn, Doug got arms on him, God. Like, okay, I don't manage to erase the big smile that has been on my face ever since Doug and I went to the changing rooms. So does Adriel, but I'm like, the fucking beauty marks and the moles and shit are just like dragging my eyes there. It's like I'm a moth to a flame. I cannot undo who I am. Doug, on the other hand, is blushing like a tomato. Not a tomato. I never expected you to have these abs. I try to eat healthy. Slamming his abs, I boisterously add, I'll need your diet. Doug rubs his belly but still smiles at my compliment. The boy deserves to feel good in his body, especially if his wife dumped him or something. The power of beauty mark. No, for real. Like, life hack for anybody making a damn character, just give them at least one beauty mark, and there's like a 90% chance I'll probably fall in love with him. Sorry, when I take a closer look at Doug, I can't deny this guy has a handsome face. Like, he looks like those ladies impersonating men in stories, or like some lesbians I know we queer people know. Not him calling Doug a lesbian. Coded fashion. It's the polo, okay? Actually, I gave him body beauty marks because I noticed a lot of guys had them for some reason. So I was like, well, why not? Well, you know. Long story short, peak gender, go Doug. So did you have any exercise in mind? Yeah. I know I should ignore this parasite thought. I know it will just make us waste time. But if I end up laughing, did I really waste time? That's true. A rap battle. Adriel, please. Please, Adriel, spare me. Oh, I thought he was metaphorical for how there were little things to him and he wasn't plain. I don't know of this exercise? My coworker asked, confused, and wrongly guessing that it is some obscure gym warm-up. Dude, every time you go to the gym, you just fucking drop some bars. This makes my smile wider. I'll show you. You just need to beatbox. Wait, you meant rap like the music genre? It opens your lungs and it's good for breathing. I'm not convinced. Oh, as you wish then, I defeatedly say, looking at him with a sad puppy expression. Doug, sighing, ends up beatboxing at least as much as someone named Doug can beatbox. So he's like... like, that's it. Like, it's just like the most monotone nothing. I already did it. I already did it. Adriel's the name, born for glory and fame, burning hot like a flame. But I'm here with my bro. Doug's the name. Here we go. He's now taking the mic, bro. My name is Doug, and I'm not a dog. I don't like fog when I drive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I burst out laughing, and Doug, finally realizing my trick, blushes from embarrassment for letting out a gentle laugh. You really are obnoxious, Adriel. I hope you know this. Don't tell me it doesn't cheer you up at least a little. I feel ridiculous. Damn, I have tears in my eyes. I love this scene. More rapping and visual novels, guys. I need to fucking spit some bars. Also, Pete, I'm pretty sure that this is Chim exiting his shirtless man era and wearing the shirt but with an exposed V-line era. We're on to you. I feel ridiculous. Come on, it's not as if anybody cares, don't worry. I say before looking around and realizing how all gazes are on us. Oopsie daisy. Not the oopsie daisy. Adriel's such a cutie. You always need more of those eras. Oh, crop top era again after Anthony. That's true. That's so true. Doug sighing, putting his hands on his hips, desperately shaking his head. Do you have any actual exercise then? Yeah, I thought we could do some boxing. You're going to hurt me. Gosh, you're the one hitting me. Then I'm going to hurt you. No, don't worry. You're not the only one with abs here, Doug. I proudly explained, taking Doug's hands and putting it against my rock-hard abdominals. Damn, Adriel, get his ass. Unimpressed, he just comments while feeling my abs as a kid would experiment jelly for the first time. Then I'm going to hurt my fist. Gosh, Doug, you're not made of sugar, and neither am I. Doug hesitantly looks to the side before nodding. Fine, but please let me know if I hurt you. Will do, I say, raising my 2 hands for Doug to punch into. He starts doing so, but as expected, he is a bit flabby. You can hit harder. Doug nods, hitting my hands slightly harder. Damn, does this boy have any sort of energy in his body? Come on, Doug, I barely feel anything. And he nods again, hitting my hands. For God's sake, is he going to increase his strength percent by percent? Doug, come on, when I say harder, I don't mean a little, I mean punch my hands as if it were your ex's face. I wouldn't hit her because she left me? What is wrong with you, Adriel? Not literally, just imagine this is an incarnation of the frustration she has caused you. Doug gives me another hit, but this one is even lighter than the previous ones. Gosh, he's never gonna evacuate anything at this pace. I think this is the first time I've learned his name. Margaret's dad, wearing a crop top. His name is Charles. This leaves me with one solution. I have to make him angry. Brilliant idea, V. Gosh, are you a man or what? What? Like, if you're so weak, how do you expect people to feel safe around you? This time he hits a bit harder. Good. It means I have to carry on. That's all you've got to prove to me that you have what it takes? You are ridiculous, Doug. Doug starts hitting me harder and even faster, which proves he had things inside him that he needed to get out. And it shows me what I have to do. Carry on gaslighting. Is this gaslighting though? Well, I can't let any doubt pass in my eyes or else he'll chill out. Come on, Doug, I barely feel anything. Like, do you even have anything in your pants? Weird. I mean, you are making him angry, but good job. I love this manly body. To quote Chatter, is Adriel Geist with low IQ? I was going to make a Geist joke, but I was like... He bites his lower lip as if to not swear as his punches get actually hard enough for them to hurt my palms. I'm onto something. I'm helping him get everything out, so I can't let pain stop me. I'll just make sure to apply some hand cream tonight, okay? No wonder your wife left you if... Gosh, shut up! This time, it is not my hands, but my face that Doug hits. Panic immediately distorts his traits as he runs to me, extending me an arm to help me get back on my feet. Oh my god, Adriel, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I didn't mean to get him, Doug. I immediately burst out laughing, taking Doug's hand in mine. Damn, he could use some hand cream. You could share. Don't worry, I pushed you. I just wanted to get you angry so that you would actually try to exercise all these things you feel without fearing of hurting me. So you, didn't mean those things about my masculinity, or... LMAO, of course not. It's not saying him like LMAO out loud. What? LMAO. Doug raises a curious eyebrow. What? It's the first time I'm hearing someone use LMAO in real life. That's all. Not me and Doug are forming. We're becoming one person. Oh, but did it help at least? Actually, kind of. I honestly feel a bit lighter now. It feels good to let some stuff out, even if it's on your face. Connected by the polo. If everybody wants to become Doug, we just have to all put on polos. Polo gang. Leaning towards Doug, I whisper in his ear. Title. Wait, what was the joke? I missed it. I'm sorry, I was too busy getting connected. Actually, kind of. I honestly feel lighter now. It feels good to let some stuff out, even if it's on your face. This makes Doug blush as his eyes widen. He then hits my shoulder with his hand. Come on, I'm all here confessing, and you're choosing violence. After this complaint, he lets out a sweet cackle. Sorry for bullying you. I'll make up for it then. What? Without waiting any longer, I hug Doug. After all, he also deserves some comfort. Am I right? Or am I right? He, on the other hand, is a bit frozen at first. He then wraps his arms around me and lets his chin rest on my shoulder. And then you expect me to hate you. Hey, Ben can enjoy hugs too, buddy. Did anyone understand the title joke? I'm sorry, I didn't. I'm gonna be so real. I'm sorry, I tried. I thought, it could be. I'm just not the brightest. Which is, nothing new. I say, patting his back. I laughed in spirit. Basically, when someone says something which could be the title of a porn film, you say title? What? This is news to me. What? Okay. From now on, I will do it in the spirit of Doug, but I've never heard this. All we need to be comforted like babies sometimes. It feels like an insult, but at the same time, I feel too comfortable to complain. All right, well, gaslighting 101, baby. Is it gaslighting if you tell somebody you're gaslighting them? It feels good to let everything out, even if it's on your face, being the title. Oh, goodness. Doug laughs, gently sighing. Maybe it's a French joke. I didn't say it. I didn't say shit. I was just like, I don't know. Maybe it was just something I missed out on personally. It's a bit hard, to be honest. I don't want to bother you with it, but do I look bothered, Doug? You're right. I shouldn't assume the worst of all the time. Yeah, so I'm always here if you need a vet. Thanks, but maybe some other time then? Other time? I ask, barely hiding the smile of satisfaction this question puts on my face. Doug sighs. Fine, then. Forget I said anything. Oh my god, Doug. Is this a date? I say, feigning excitement in my voice. You were obnoxious, Adriel. That he is. He literally is that meme that I use a lot. I'm obnoxious. Would you date a guy? Why are you interested? And these few words are enough to make him blush madly. I didn't say that. I was just, Curious. Yay, I'm up in time for a stream. Hi, Fox. Good morning. Good morning. Don't worry, I'm messing with you. I suppose a recent divorce isn't the best mindset to have go on dates, huh? Doug nods, which puts a compassionate smile on my face. Yeah, I'm Pan. Oh, like pansexual? No, I'm an actual pan. I cook meat. No, here's the hideous truth about me, Doug. I am a cooking utensil. Okay, Adriel, get these two. Get out of my head. Stop stealing my jokes. Adriel, for God's sake, don't treat my question like it's dumb. You could have been pan-romantic and asexual. That's true. That's true. Yeah, makes sense. Like me, Doug says, his cheeks softly burning. Wait, you're ace? And could date a guy? Yeah, is that what... Of all people, the last one I expected to be queer is you, Doug. I have a pride flag sticker on my phone case. Is this really how we want to summarize the queer experience? But damn, I don't think I've actually met an ace person before though. But don't worry, I won't get weird, okay? But like, was your wife ace too? Doug's face contorts in discomfort the moment I start asking my question. I interrupt myself. I think I start seeing the bigger picture. Damn, it sucks for him. Raising my two hands and displaying a knowing smile on my face, I tell him, don't keep this frustration inside. Doug, smiling back at me knowingly, gives real punches into my hands, although he makes sure not to aim for my face this time. Well, that's good. We're making progress. Adriel being better than Laura. No, like, of course. I don't think you would ever make Laura the protagonist of a game unless the game was meant to be absurd or ridiculous and mean. The session consists mainly of this, with us taking turns hitting each other's hands. Once we're done, Doug looks at his hands. We're gonna need hand cream, baby. Gosh, they're all red and I thought they were calloused enough. Don't worry, I have some hand lotion with me. I can give you some after we take a shower if you want. Hand lotion? You don't know what hand lotion is? I know what it is, I just never thought of applying it on my own hands. Why? And let me guess, your shampoo and your conditioner are in the same bottle. Please, Doug, for the love of God. I don't know, I never thought of it. Help this man. Then why do you have such pretty hair? Doug's answer is to immediately blush. Watch me make a game about Laura rating dinner emojis. That actually be so funny, but like, I feel like it would just encourage those people somehow. Oh, you know though, if you did, you can encourage them to leave 1-star reviews, but then reverse psychology, more people will want to leave good reviews. I don't know, just a thought. I can imagine her reviews. I never saw my hair as... Well, never mind, I'd be curious to test your hand lotion thing then. And offering yet another smile because I'm so good at smiling, I tell him. Sure thing, Doug, sure thing. I like Adriel. He's ridiculous and stupid and obnoxious, but it's oddly charming. Like, it's so dumb. Like, everything he says. Like, why are you saying that? Who gave you permission to just say that? I think I prefer the one with the cap. I don't know. Does Bonnie the Bacon strike you as someone who wears a cap? I can't even picture what someone named Bonnie would look like in my mind. This reminds me I'm still supposed to write these texts for the website about Bonnie the Bacon. Gosh, that really is some stupid mascot. Sighing, I try to think of something, actually anything we could talk about instead of this depressing work. And then bam, light bulb, Adriel the genius strikes again. Oh, I didn't tell you since you were worried about Doug. Oh right, he seemed to have gotten better. Damn, you're quite perceptive, aren't you? I'm an empath. She says, air quoting the word empath, which he pronounces, imitating my voice. Imitating her in return, I reply, Lord. Hi, good morning, Gray. We're playing as Adriel, who is fucking insane, but like in a good way. We're romancing Doug. Slowly. We got punched in the face, but it worked out. You know, we went to the gym, had some bro talk, learned of a joke I've never heard in my life before. It was great. It's great. Oh, Adriel, you know I love it when you take... Oh, Adriel, you know I love it when you take this voice. Well, nobody died from too much hope. Ah, you're finally catching up. I accompany the sentence with a wink that makes Sandra roll her eyes. Please, Adriel, focus. So, how did it go with Doug? Well, believe it or not, it was actually quite wholesome. Yeah, he punched me. It was great. Yeah. Uh, what? Yes, we did some boxing to exercise our manly emotions. Oh, it makes sense. Oh, I thought you'd be more intimidated by the fact that we were gleefully punching each other. What kind of vision of femininity do you have? Or what kind of vision of masculinity do you think I have? Are you gonna cancel me on Twitch? Twitch'em? Twitch'em? I caught that, what? Gosh, Adriel, please focus. So basically, you made him exercise his sadness and had an overall good time with it, and you discovered things about his personality that you didn't suspect were there. How do you do... It was predictable. Doesn't mean it was a bad idea. Not at all. It was an excellent one. I suppose just spending time to think of something other than his problems, whatever they are, is what he needs right now. Sandra raises her thumb. So you did a great job, Adriel, and don't take my word for it. Just take a look at Doug. I take a quick glance at Doug, beaming as he tries to pick a coffee. It always takes him a while to pick a flavor. To this point, you'd think he'd have a favorite, but visibly not. Oh, also, he and I are gonna jog after work. Would you join us? Sandra shakes her head. Maybe next time. I have my salsa lessons tonight. Damn, okay. Sandra's so pretty. Damn. I want to be Sandra, but in reality, I'm just Adriel. Live my life to be Sandra, end up Adriel. You have what? You're not going to be all amazed because I practice salsa. Oh my god, you got to teach me at some point. Well, I'll consider it if you behave well. Which means we have to work on Bonnie the Bacon first. Gosh, a bummer. I take a look at Doug, who still hasn't selected his coffee, and people say I'm the one slacking off. Can I go grab a macchiato first? Sure, and try not to use Doug to avoid working. Damn, how did you said it yourself? I'm perceptive. She grins with an amusement before I leave to join Doug. She's so girl boss. We're gaslight, she's girl boss. Elio, Sandra is the expectation, Adriel is the reality. Yeah. Jump scare him, hug him from behind. Okay, both of these are like too much. I think one is slightly less. You know what? Fuck it, we're gonna hug him. We're friends now, whatever. He knows us. He knows we're ridiculous. As I reach him, my first reflex is to hug him from behind, letting my chin rest on his shoulder. Doug slightly jolts, his eyes widening, and is surprised before he slowly tilts his head so that it touches mine. Hugs all around. Are you sad? No, why? I thought hugs were for comfort. Well, one doesn't need to be sad to be comforted, but if you want, I can just... Doug puts his arms on mine as a way to lock them in their position. Aw! You can stay, I like it. Then I won't move. I almost whisper, which puts a smile on Doug's face. But I suppose you didn't come here for a hug. Did you need something? Yeah, just came to order 2 macchiatos. 2 cups won't be a lot, especially considering we have to... One of them is for you. You've been hesitating for a while now, so I figured you needed someone to help you make the right decision. The right decision being macchiato? Name a better drink, I'll wait. I like grape juice. Okay. I like grape juice too, to be honest. Can you tell I wrote this route only to have men hug each other? Just like me, for real. But that's not coffee, Doug. Yes, but maybe it should be. Grape juice coffee? What the fuck are you on about? Hell no. Then I'll build you a world where grape coffee exists. Isn't that just... Hold up. That's just hot grape juice. It's just hot wine, potentially. Okay, Doug guffaws at my joke before shaking his... I guess hot wine is a thing, though, right? I'm thinking way too hard about this. My brain is, doing somersaults right now. You really are a lost cause, damn. When the first macchiato is ready, Doug takes it and hands it to me. I shake my head. No, you can have it. The more I have to wait for my coffee, the less I have to work. Doug looks at me with curiosity, raising an eyebrow. That's something I don't get, Adriel. For the last 4 years, I've always seen you try to avoid working at almost all costs. How does he have a fucking job? Okay, me as fuck, because I may have lost my last job due to slacking. But, Adriel, how are you still here? Doug is cute. I love his beauty marks. I love a beauty mark. Great. I just had a whole speech about how if somebody puts a beauty mark on somebody, I am guaranteed to fall in love with them. It is a 90% chance. Low-key, Want to combine grape juice or wine with a mug of coffee and just see how it tastes. I want chaos. Box, please do it and report your results. You're taking one for the team. Oh my god, cannibalism has nothing on Adriel. Capitalism, capitalism. Freudian slip. Oh no. Oh no. But yes, capitalism ain't got shit on me. I never understood why. His words catch me off guard. That's a good question. After all, being a community manager is a rather cool job, and even got a degree in communication for it. So why indeed? Instead of thinking too hard, however, I just raised my shoulder with a laugh. Who likes work? It's boring. I like my job. Yeah, but I suppose you'd rather focus on your hobbies, am I right? I feel like I would still code stuff, but just for me rather than for Bonnie the Bacon. Doug shivers while pronouncing these words. Understandably so, this Bonnie thing is a nightmare, even if Sandra makes it look cute. Which makes me think I should go back to work. But I'll see you after work? Yeah, I gotta burn those coffee calories. Doug just laughs at my joke before leaving me. You take a look at my macchiato. Yeah, I should get to work too. Oh, God save me from her. I'd be terrified of Sandra. Sandra's my worst nightmare. Like, she's cute, but, you know, she tells me to do something, and this is me. This is me. Also, I want to share for somebody who's coming in, I'm also wearing a polo like Doug wears a polo. It's very big because it's not mine. But, you know, I'm kind of rocking it. I don't know. Maybe I should wear more polos more often. More polo more often. Adriel officially worse than Raku, confirmed. You wish. He's cute. He has a steady job he enjoys. Oh. And yeah, so in the end, the girl with the blonde ponytail told the slice of bacon that she would love them no matter what, and then they French kissed. Gotta share my girl. Gotta share her. Queen! Kawaii-chan mentioned. Okay, there you go. Oh no, get out of here. Get out of here, Gift. Get out of here. There you go. Then I woke up, but this is still the weirdest dream. Not Kawaii-chan and Bacon Monster being Adriel's dream canonically. Like, how I don't know what it means. I want to eat bacon, or if it means I'm just traumatized by Bonnie the Bacon. Or perhaps there isn't a deeper meaning and it was just a dream being weird for the sake of being weird. What'd you think, Doug? I turn to Doug, whose face is paler than I've ever seen it. I immediately take a look at his trembling legs. Come on, don't tell me you're already exhausted, Doug. 1 hour. We've been running for a whole hour. He stammers, frequently interrupted by his own desperate breaths before lying down on the sidewalk. Help this man! And it's enough to make you pass out? It's barely a session at the gym. How do you manage to run for an hour while speaking so much without feeling like you want to vomit out on your lungs? You're just being dramatic, Doug Joe. Is that supposed to be a joke because Doug's last name is Biden? Doug Joe? He asks, raising a confused eyebrow. Well, Doug Joe Biden suits you for a nickname, don't you think? Do not call him that, Adriel. Don't call him that. Doug rolls his eyes, sighing out of desperation until under my boisterous laugh. Rubbing his face with his hands, he sputters, Gosh, you can leave me on the ground. It will be more peaceful than your pathetic sense of humor. Real, and even louder laugh deforms my mouth. I still extend my arm for Doug to take so that he manages to get up. Did you expect dating Joe Biden playing this game? No. No, I didn't. No one did. I hope no one thought that. He eventually takes my hand, leaving the terrible mattress, the ground of the street must be. He looks at me with a faint smile on his face as he dusts off his clothes. It's Joe over now. God damn it. I thought we would be running for 30 minutes or something. 30 minutes? How do you expect to sweat the evil feelings in you out in 30 minutes? Am I really sweating an evil out if I just replace it with a new one? Come on, be exhausted is not evil. That's what you need. I know, I'm messing with you. He gently cackles before rubbing his neck with his arm. Although I'd argue you're still being a bit idealistic. Just showing you the way. If your legs hurt, then you'll think of them. Not if you're... I put my hands on my mouth, interrupting myself before bringing up the subject Doug is not supposed to think of. Turns out you gave more thought to it than you're showing. Well, what can I say? Adriel, the bright mastermind, at your service. Doug chuckles again while I burst out laughing. I then put my hands on my hips, shaking my head. Alas, nope, just using my intuition. It's a good intuition then. But it just feels like... Doug crosses his arms and his eyes avert mine. It was avoidable, but in the end, because of me... What do you mean because of you? Did you cheat on... I interrupt myself before I ask an ace guy if he cheated on his wife. Dang, I'm really not the sharpest knife in the drawer. It's okay, we know. But hey, at least I'm pretty. Fucking tattoo this on me right here. This is all I aspire in life. I don't care if I'm smart or not. I just want to look good. No one cares. No one wants to hear the words that enter my brain. But they should enjoy seeing me. You know what I mean? I then try to think of other reasons the divorce would be his fault, and the only one I can think of is Doug beating his wife. Jesus. But he made clear during our little boxing experience that he would never hit her. And I mean, it's Doug. Of course he wouldn't. Doug shakes his head. I didn't cheat. She did. Oh. LMAO. Honestly, this line feels joy. It's because I've probably said it. Listen, perhaps I'm being dense, but like, if she cheated, it's not your fault? Let me guess, she wanted more sex from your relationship, but being ace, you couldn't provide, so she ended up cheating on you, am I right? He nods, which makes me sigh. Doug, please, don't let the thoughts of insecurity get the best of you. She didn't cheat on you because you were ace. She did because she failed to communicate her needs and find a solution. Did she have a lover behind your back, or... No, it was just a one-time thing, and she was drunk. And I guess it was more than just wanting more sex from me, although it was definitely part of it. Doug's expression gets gloomier as he tries to recollect the last memories he has with his wife. Well, we wanted to have kids, but they don't magically pop up, right? To think I'd certainly never be able to have a child. His gaze is now covered with unexpected sadness, which gives me the urge to hug him. Oh, this is so funny in the context of Sandra's route. And hello, Naiki, I'm so sorry. Hello. Okay. And am I the type to resist urges like that? Of course not. So I wrap my arms around Doug, who immediately hugs me back, tilting his head and letting it rest on my shoulder. Again? I remember someone telling me it felt comfortable. That's true. He did say that. It's documented. He's a bit flustered when I say that, but hey, I mean, the other option is me not hugging him, and who wouldn't want a hug from me, eh? Well, because it really does feel comfortable, even if we're sweaty. Maybe someone should make hug therapy a thing. These words from Doug make me blush this time, just like a maiden. Damn. I mean, the world would be a better place if people hugged each other more. Yes. You tell me if you want me to let you go. It's fine, we can stay like that. For some reason, this makes me smile. Hey, you don't need to get divorced to need a hug. Trying to bring back the topic to Doug, I ask. But like, she must have known you were ace, so why did it bother her now? Well, I'm not totally sex repulsed, so if I'm given enough time to prepare for sexual intercourse, well, I can do it. However, it kind of kills all the spontaneity, and I guess that's what she wanted. She told me he was the best sex she'd had in years. Oh, God. Rude? Yeah. But understandable. No? What do you mean, no? She cheated on you, dumped you, and told you that the guy was the best sex she's had? This is so wrong in so many ways. She was just cruel. She's just cruel, in my opinion. But I mean, it's understandable, right? I can't take her sexuality away from her. She didn't intend to cheat, but well, that still happened. I didn't want to divorce. I wanted to work things out, but she didn't. Who would want a life with a partner unable to cater to this need? Well, not me, but these people exist. I would. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. No, what? Who cares? My headcanon is that she cheated on Doug with Adam. What the what? Not the plot twist. And it's not a headcanon. You wrote the story. It's canon now. I'm with Adriel on this one. No, for real. Like, who cares? I would. Doug looks at me with surprise, his eyes widening with surprise. Pardon? I said I would. Period. You say it like that, but... No, I really mean it. Sex is cool, but not fundamental enough for me to fall out of love, especially if my lover finds other ways to show me love. Exactly! Another reason Adam is the worst. I could feel Doug grab my shirt as I pronounce these words. I gently caress his back in response. Thank you for saying this. I'm just speaking my truth, buddy. Doug takes a step back, letting a shy smile appear on his face. Well, I guess we can call it a day. I'm sorry to let you down, but we definitely don't have the same lungs, you and me. Don't worry, it was fine enough. I'll just finish it at the gym. Well, actually, for next time. This immediately makes me smile. The idea of Doug appreciating spending time with me makes me smile. Makes me happy. I appreciate spending time with him too. But of course, that's not what I say. So, no, instead, in a pure me fashion, what I say is, you can't get enough of me. Get his ass. What if I said yes? Doug answers with an attempt at a provocative smile. But it makes me burst out laughing and it makes me blush. Once I calm down, he completes a sentence. Anyway, I wanted to know if you would discover one of my hobbies. Nothing weird, of course, but cannibalism. I just put my hand on his shoulder and offer him a big smile. I'm looking forward to it. Doug nods with glee before hugging me quickly. When he sees my confused expression, he explains, a hug as a goodbye, and thank you. Putting a smile on my face, I quickly hug him too before starting to jog away. See ya, Doug! And as I run away, I can hear Doug whisper to himself, see you. Oh, how sweet. I hate my life. What happened? I take a look at the number of macchiato cups on my desk. I'm literally out of control. They're so sweet. How wholesome. I suppose it serves me right for spending the previous week slacking off. Now I have to catch up on all the work I didn't do. Serves me right, I guess. But, gosh, I'm supposed to have written all the text for Bonnie and the Bacon's future website, conceptualized the whole communication strategy, written the text we have to put on the packaging. How did they expect me to do that in one day? Face it, Adriel. You had weeks. You just procrastinated. That's true. But now I'm kind of starting to get anxious, and I don't like that. It's not even the first time I've fallen into this pattern, but hey, I've always managed, haven't I? Usually the prospect of the deadline gives me a lot of energy, but this time I feel completely unmotivated. Adriel? I jolt with surprise, turning to a confused Sandra. Oh, sorry, Sandra. Didn't see you coming. I've been talking for 5 minutes. Sorry. Was it important? Goodness, Adriel. Sandra quickly leaves to drag her chair next to mine. Okay, what's wrong? Am I dreaming, or is Sandra the workaholic taking a break for little old me? The playful smile. Sorry, I put on my face doesn't seem to amuse Sandra. Don't try avoiding the topic. Well, there's nothing, don't worry. I was just lost in my thoughts. Adriel, please, you haven't even moved from your desk. And? Usually you're barely at your desk. I quickly looked to the side before revealing the hideous truth. Sandra, I'm screwed. I've got weeks of work to do in one day. What? You said it yourself. I was barely at my desk, so of course I wouldn't. Okay, what do you need done? Thanks, but no thanks, Sandra. I guess I'll just stay late. Focus on your work. Listen to me, Adriel. I'm waiting for feedback from the commercial department, and I now need some text to work with to start working on the packaging of the product. So basically, you want to write it yourself because that's what you need for work? Sandra puts a gentle smile on her face and then nods gracefully. Exactly. Let's say that. Still, I don't want you to feel like you have to babysit me, or I get interrupted in my train of thoughts by a hug from above and behind. I, however, immediately recognize the smell. It is, Doug, are you alright? Adriel needs comfort. My cheeks turn red as Sandra's grin grows bigger. That's adorable. Can I join? Yes. These three. Without waiting a second more, she holds us both at the same time in a warm embrace to be hugged by Sandra, my life's goal. Well, obviously she's hugging me because of today, but I'm pretty sure she's also using the occasion to hug Doug. After all, she's been worried about him ever since his divorce. She just didn't dare to go see him. Sandra let go of me more quickly than Doug, taking place on her chair. To be fair, I had no control of this route. I put hugs everywhere. You should have just called this Rendez hug. But it doesn't really flow as well. But what do you mean I need comfort, Doug? I overheard your discussion with, My name is Sandra. Glad to meet you, Doug. Same. So you overheard our discussion and... Alright, and well, if you're staying late tonight, then it means our plan is cancelled? Oh shoot, I completely forgot about that! Gosh, I fear so, Doug. Maybe we can do it tomorrow. Yes, I guess. Unless... Doug, please no. I've already coded the website with some placeholder text. Maybe I can write them? No, I'm sure you have work to do. If I had, I wouldn't offer, and I really don't want our pottery plan to be cancelled. Not them doing pottery! Pottery? Please forget I said anything. No, it's cool. Where's the free hug sign? Only if you're good about this whole discussion, this isn't bet. Doug, without letting me finish, takes my hands, his eyes sparkling like those of a puppy rubbing your leg for food. You help me so much, Adriel. Let me at least do that for you. Exactly. You don't need to burden yourself with more. It's not a burden, I promise. Please trust me. Doug's cheeks turn neon red as he pronounces his last sentence. I appreciate the feeling, but really, don't feel like you have to. I don't, so please? I take an exasperated look at Sandra, but she enthusiastically nods, clearly approving Doug's idea. Time for me to give up, I guess. I raise my hands in defeat. Fine then, but please don't feel like you have to write all the text, right? If you get bored or if a new task pops up, please tell me and stop working on them. I promise. His smile is reassuring, but it doesn't really make me feel better. I'm gonna go get some coffee. Do either of you want anything? Oh, an espresso for me, if you don't mind, and I suppose Adriel would take a macchiato. They exchange knowing smiles before Doug leaves to grab us some coffee. I hate this. I feel like I'm ruining two people's day just because of my incompetency, and the fact they both noticed I wasn't working much earlier. I think both should be telling me I told you so instead of facing the consequences of my own laziness. But instead, they're helping me. I managed to get the work done at the end of the day. It will need touch-ups, but it'll have to do. I would never have been done, though, without Sandra and Doug's help. I really need to invite them to a restaurant at some point. And pay. Thanks for letting me work on it a bit, Adriel. It really helped me gain time to design the label. You already designed it? I'm not done yet, but I gained a lot of time. And I suppose you would have gained more time if I did it earlier. Sandra's brows furrow and she puts a gentle hand on my shoulder. Don't be too hard on yourself. I'm not being hard, I'm being fair. I haven't worked in weeks. And have you ever wondered why? What? This reminds me of what Doug told me last week. I've always seen you trying to avoid working at almost all costs. I never understood why either, Doug. Don't think of doing his work for him, Sandra. Shakes Adriel. Maybe there's a reason you don't feel that involved in your work. Maybe you're burnt out and don't realize. You think so? Well, if I'm being honest, you don't really seem burnt out at all, but I'm not in your mind, and maybe there's more going on than what you show. Oh, trust me, my head is empty. I have no thoughts. Oh, then you could try to ask yourself if you really like your job? What? Come on, Sandra. I have a degree in communication. I've done it for years. I would have realized already. I guess so, but sometimes it takes years to discover something about yourself. That's true. I'll have to take you and Doug to a restaurant, though. You don't have to. I have to, and I want to, please. I can see a slightly more worried expression appear on Sandra's face. I shake my head. I'm all fine, and I'd be happy to spend more time with Doug and you anyway. She eventually nods. Sure thing, but, I'm here if you need someone to vent to. Thanks, but I'm fine, really. Doug quickly joins us, now that our workday is over, with a worried expression on his face. Gosh, will everyone worry about me? I was wondering, Adriel, since you forgot about our activity of the day, did you bring clothes you don't mind getting dirty? I never mind getting dirty. That's a good line. It's a good line. He immediately rolls his eyes, letting a cackle escape from his lips. Sandra slaps his shoulder. For God's sake, Adriel. Of course you wouldn't understand our very masculine humor. You are a threat to all mankind. Not him. No, come on now. We planned a mud fight. Don't you want to watch this? Doug's nose twitches with disgust as Sandra, raising a provocative eyebrow, answers, First, ew. Then, I've got my salsa classes tonight. Finally, you overestimate how attractive I find you. Get his ass! Fucking tear him apart! Putting my hands on my chest, I dramatically whisper, Pierced to my heart's depths suddenly, by a stroke as unexpected as it's mortal. When did you start speaking so well? Gosh, I have a degree in communication. That was theater kid behavior. Okay, you're just calling yourself out, Chime. Is Adriel secretly a part of you? Okay, you got me. I shake my head to focus on Doug's initial question. But yeah, I always have my gym clothes with me anyway. It'll have to do. Oh, good. Oh, good then. Let's go. Have a nice evening, Sandra. Nice evening, guys. Have fun. We will. You do have fun too, alright? Yeah, Sandra smiles enough of an answer as I let Doug drag me away. I'm like, not Adriel being part of me. This line comes from Korea's No, I meant like the theater kid and the like head empty, but then we'll say something smart out of nowhere. So without much surprise, Doug brings me to his place. And in particular, we end up facing a cabin in his backyard. It makes me raise an amused eyebrow. Damn, it's given Bluebeard. Are you hiding corpses inside? I do hide loved ones, indeed. Doug answers with a soft yet amused expression. He then opens the door and reveals plates. A lot of plates. Dang. But more seriously, it's some sort of atelier dedicated to the art of pottery. Feigning surprise, I put my hands on my cheeks and scream, Oh my god, are we doing pottery today? Very funny, Adriel. I wish I didn't spoil it. Don't worry, I'm sure we're gonna have loads of fun, you and me. I hope so. At least I'm excited to make you discover pottery. Why's that? Well, you know, you took some time of your day to coach me, and, I thought I'd spend some time to let you discover one of my passions as well. Was this a self-centered thing to do? No. Vigorously shaking my head, I grabbed Doug's hands, giving him the brightest smile. Of course not. It's more like you're making a step towards me after I made one towards you. That's actually great. Doug lets a gentle blush color his cheeks as a gleeful smile appears on his face. I'm glad then. Maybe I can show you first and... Nah, don't worry. I'm a natural learner. Oh, if you say so. Sitting on the stool... Oh god, this is gonna go bad. His stool in front of the pottery wheel. I quickly clap my hand and rub them. Bring the clay, Dougie. Stop calling him Dougie. Dougie Fresh. Your elbows have to be anchored against your body. Of course. I'm just waiting for the clay. You're supposed to wet the bat with a sponge. What bat? I never heard of a pottery with a bat. You're definitely not a natural learner, Adriel. The bat is the disc on which you put the clay. Oh. But don't worry, I'll manage. Throw the clay and I'll make the wheel spin. At least make sure to wet your hands. Of course, don't worry, I'm so excited to test it out. He's gonna cut himself. When Doug puts the clay at the exact center of the bat, I immediately start spinning it. Then I put my hands in the bucket of water he prepared and press the clay. No, not that hard! And in that sound, and in less than a blink flat, the clay jumps at my face and at Doug's. Oh shoot, I'm sorry, Doug, I didn't mean to. Fortunately for me, my coworker gently cackles, using his finger to remove some clay from his face. His face? His face. Don't worry, it's all fine, but just let me show you. Immediately standing up, I tap the stool. Fine, sit. Oh no, please, I meant you can do it, but I can just guide you so that you can get accustomed to. Okay, we're in the ghost part now. I was waiting when this was gonna happen. No, there's already clay all over the place, and I made you work extra hard today, so I don't need to give you extra work. I'll just watch you do it first. What about a succulent planter, then? It's rather easy to make, and it's not a problem there are bumps. Yeah, that would be perfect. Alright then, don't hesitate to ask if my explanations aren't clear. That's pretty much everyone the first time they do pottery, flinging the clay. That would be me. Don't even have a single word about it. Doug D? Doug raises his eyebrows before starting shaping his planter as I put my arm on one of the many shelves in the atelier. So I know it is counterintuitive, but clay won't jump around, so there is no need to fusion of Doug and Dude. Oh. You can hear the cogs in my brain. Dude? Doug. There you go. Have you been doing this for long? Oh, it's all relative, I suppose. I've been doing it for 8 years, so I suppose I basically have the level to do whatever I want. But when you meet some people who has been doing that for 30 years, you still feel humble. It makes sense, but dang, that's long. You literally have a PhD in pottery. Wow, that's flattering, but it's nothing like that. It's simple, really. Are you looking? Yeah, don't worry. But so, how did you get into pottery? Oh, you know, basic stuff. I did it once when I was a kid, and of course, my parents didn't pay for pottery lessons, so I just gave up on it. Yet the idea still stuck in my mind, so when I started earning my own money, I decided I would treat myself to some courses. Little did I know, I would find a real passion. Dies and typo, it's okay. I scan past it because look, when people play TNT or like Lord of Lies, and they notice when I'm like, I pretend I do not see. I know it, I'm aware. Little did I know I would find a real passion. When he hears my gentle laugh, Doug rolls his eyes despite keeping an amused smile on his face. I suppose you must find it quite cheesy. Not at all, actually. I find it very sweet. Yes, you made your inner child happy by making his dreams come true. I'm sure he'd admire all these things you've done all by yourself. You're flattering me, Adriel. I'm not. That's really cool. I wish there was a skill I was that good at. Well, for all it's worth, I think you're a very good coach. Even letting your coachees punch you and stuff, that's not dedication. Yeah, I would have made a great coach in another life. No, this life. It's not too late. He actually would be good at, like, not motivational speaker, because that's silly, but, like, just being somebody who helps other people with things. Because he's not really that good at doing it himself, and you know what they say. Those who can't do, teach. That's all I'm saying. Oh? Doug looks at me with a concerned expression while still perfectly shaping his succulent planter. Damn, you don't even need to look at it. Well, only for a few seconds, but I told you it's an easy one. But why in another life? Did anything happen? Oh no, I just ended up with another job. You know, professional reconversions exist. Yeah, but I mean, gotta put my degree to use. But actually, you never considered turning pottery into a full-time activity? I thought about it, but I fear it would break the magic of it. Capitalism tends to do that. Yep. Shoemakers' children are the worst after all. All these things I created aren't products, they are memories, he says with a smile. And well, I like my job too. I wouldn't change it. Oh, by the way, you shouldn't lean on this shelf. I didn't fix it with... As Doug makes a suggestion, Adriel is just a walking tornado, dude. The shelf gives in under the weight of his arm, several plates, planters, and figures dropping on the floor. I take a panicked look at the pieces at my feet. Years of work, years of learning, years of memories I destroy. Oh no! I got closer to Doug to cheer him up after his divorce to make things easier for him, but first he ends up doing my job because I'm not even able to get it done, and then not only do I spray clay in the atelier because of my carelessness, I even managed to break years of labor? He must hate me. He must see me as a nuisance in his life. What else could I be anyway? Doug, leaving his planter, immediately runs to me, grabbing my arms and checking them out. Oh my god, Adriel, are you hurt? I barely hear what he says. I just feel the tears accumulating in my eyes. Oh, I would feel so fucking bad too. Doug looks at me and an expression of panic deforms this beautiful face of his. Why is he panicking? Is it because of me? Can't I do anything right? I don't think I see any wound, but please tell me if your body hurts. Gosh, I'm so sorry. I should have warned you earlier. My sight is blurry now and I barely see him. However, when he raises his head, he sees me. His eyes widen out of utter shock. Adriel, why are you crying? Are you hurt? Is it because of the pottery stuff? Don't feel bad. I'll just clean it up. Clean up after me. Clean up after my mess. Why does it make me feel so bad? I shouldn't care. I wouldn't care. It's not that serious. And yet, why am I crying? I just feel Doug's arms wrapping around me as he puts his head against my beating heart. Not Adriel having a panic attack and yet still noticing Doug is you. Me! It's going to be, alright, Adriel, if you want to cry, you can cry. You must have a lot going on. This last sentence pierces my chest. There is nothing going on, that's the thing. My life is easier than Doug's right now. And yet, he's the one who's been comforting me all day. I end up pushing him out of the way. His eyes are even more dilated, and he shakes his head, stammering. I'm sorry, I thought it would be fine. I should have asked, and... Without letting him finish, I ran away, letting all the tears flow down my cheeks. What did I do? I ruined everything in a single day. I don't even know what this everything is supposed to mean. What did I ruin? The thing between me and Doug? What is this thing in the first place? What, I just go out with a coworker a couple times and I think we're more? Ridiculous, Adriel. You are ridiculous. For the past week, the ghost of my anxiety has been gaslighting my mind. Nice. Good job. Way to break the tension immediately. And it didn't take much in the end to ruin everything. I wanted to make Doug feel better, to be escape from the dark thoughts his divorce must have put in his mind. And what did I manage to do in the end? Destroy all the pottery, all these memories he built for myself. I was proud of this joke. The one thing in his life, I suppose, that wasn't connected to the woman who cheated on him. I feel like trash, like absolute trash. Trash that spends the day sighing in front of my computer. I got the feedback on the work Doug and Sandra did for me, and I just have to adjust it. I'll have to admit their texts were surprisingly good, considering they have never studied communication, and to think they had to do my job and are actually able to do it well. I don't even understand what I'm doing in this office with everyone else. Everyone seems so talented, full of ambition, or at least interest, welcoming their tasks as a way to grow in their respective skills. But me, on the other hand, a gentle, warm tap against my shoulder takes me out of my thoughts. I turn my face and see Sandra's shy smile. Her hands hold a cup of coffee. When she sees my raised eyebrows, she precises, "Macchiato." Oh, thanks. I grab the cup, taking a little sip from it. I also want to check up on you. You've been feeling a bit down recently. I'll admit I'm a bit worried. I almost miss your friendly interruptions. Her joke puts a light smile on my face, but not for very long. Sandra's brows furrow. So, is everything alright? If I can help, or if you just need a vent, don't hesitate. You don't really need to do that. I know, but it doesn't mean I should ignore you. Oh. Her smile is warm and encouraging, and yet I don't see what I'm supposed to say. I feel like a failure because I can't do my job and I'm a nuisance to people. A nuisance to others. Maybe they were right after all. I look at Sandra's eyes. It's almost indiscernible, but they are trembling with anxiety and worry. The warmth of her lips would almost hide it. Trying to put the most enthusiastic smile on my face that I can, I just answer, Don't worry, I'm fine. I just feel a bit sorry that I let you and Doug do all my work. I know you're gonna say it's no big deal and that it didn't bother you, but I'm still mad at myself for letting things reach a point where you had to do my job instead of me. She's doing too much heavy lifting for Adriel, SMH, doing his job and then being his emotional support. The job description doesn't include this. That's true. That's true. But you know what? The job description of being a good friend does. Damn. That's all. Oh. Yeah, just give me some more time and I'll be back up. Like a phone charging. I don't even manage to laugh at my own joke. Sandra, on the other hand, politely chuckles. However, right after, she starts chewing the inside of her cheek as if she was considering something. If you have anything on your mind, you can say it. Well, it's just that you have been avoiding Doug the whole week, so I am worried something bad happened. Dang, Joy, that's a good line. I'll keep it in mind. I'll lock it down. I'll forget it, like, immediately after the stream. Oh, this company should open a position for making Adriel work. Oh, I haven't been avoiding. Please, Adriel, don't tell me to speak my mind if you're gonna lie. Not him being the Lord of Lies. Her remark puts a blush on my cheeks. I suppose you must have reasons, but maybe it's not my place to say it. Communicating about your issues might do you some good. Sometimes we always assume the worst when in fact things aren't objectively too bad. Not that your feelings are wrong, but they shouldn't get in the way of a friendship that brought you joy. Of course she wouldn't understand. I can already tell from her words that she had healthy parents. Thanks, Sandra, for your words and the coffee. Of course. With a timid smile, she leaves, going back to her work. I take a look at the cup she brought me. The foamed milk at the top. A friendship that brought him joy! Oh my gosh! Joy name drop, holy shit. I didn't know I made an appearance. The foamed milk on the top of the espresso has some sort of stains on it. Well, that's what a macchiato is. Something sweet on the surface, but with something much darker through the foam. Damn, philosophical as fuck. And sometimes the feelings break through the facade. A sigh escapes from my lips. Talking things out with Doug. What is there to say? That I'm sorry? I could apologize, but it won't fix anything I broke. The thought of a comfort hug comes to my mind, both sweet and bitter. I really could use one. It's only been a week and I already miss the feeling of his arms around me. The train of my thoughts is interrupted by some beatboxing noises. What the fuck? Turning my head to the source of the noise, I see. There's something incredibly absurd about somebody blushing and like softly beatboxing in the corner. There's so many plot twists. I just raised a surprise eyebrow. Of all my coworkers, the last one I expected to hear beatboxing is... What, is that just a thing you all do in the office? Am I going crazy? I'm just Doug. Anywhere else I'd be a 10. Fucking... This is the craziest workplace. No wonder Adriel has lost his fucking job. It's because everybody here is insane. What would it take for you to talk or train with me again and fight with me? Now your turn for the rap battle? Just try it something like, I'm just Adriel and I'm enough and I'm great at doing stuff. My expression got even more confused. What is he doing? Noticing my confusion, Doug blushes and proceeds to explain. That's from the Barbie movie. Yeah, we know. Didn't watch it. Adriel, fucking watch it. What? I have a fondness for Barbie. Me. Doug lets out an embarrassed chuckle before scratching his cheek with his finger. And I hoped it would cheer you up, but if you prefer, maybe we can just talk about what happened. And there's nothing to say, Doug. I'm sorry I broke your pottery. Your pottery? Huh? Your pottery. How much will it cost to make up for it? Certainly unsettled by the directness of my answer, Doug's eyes widen. He then vigorously shakes his head. I'm not here for money or apologies. You did nothing wrong. I destroyed your work, Doug. By accident, Adriel. You couldn't have known I'd fixed the shelf properly. It's not as if you purposely threw all my stuff away. Still, what do you mean, still? You can't just dismiss my whole point with a still. I shamefully look away. He is right, but it's not that easy. Doug seems to look around my desk before noticing something that puts a smile on his face. Pointing at the bag under my desk, he almost shouts, I knew it! You brought your gym clothes! Turning to me, he lets an amused smile appear on his face. You did say you tend to bring them to work. Well, Adriel, I hope you have no plans for tonight because we're training. Doug, it won't be But you don't have a choice, Adriel. After all, I don't remember you giving me one. My cheeks turn red when he points that out. He is not wrong. I'm ashamed to admit I relate to Adriel in this moment. I'm a chronic apologizer, and you still at the fucking time. I relate to Adriel because of that fucking putting up a front thing. Like, sorry guys, hate to pull the curtain from behind you, but I'm not always like this. I'm actually kind of a mess, you know? But I put up this, like, really happy-go-lucky front because I think that, like, if you are happy-go-lucky most of the time, it will kind of, like, subconsciously make you happier. It's like how you can smile a lot, and then it'll trick your brain into thinking you're happier than you are. That's, like, a real scientific fact, by the way. Keep that in mind. But, like, not that I'm, like, a miserable piece of shit or anything like that. I just, you know, I understand the need to kind of play it up a lot, especially for other people. You know, I agree with that too. Acting happy makes happier. Absolutely, it does. It really does help. It's not like a bad thing. Being compared to Adriel is the most horrific thing that has ever happened to me. Sandra. Being compared to Adriel is the most horrific thing that has ever happened to me. Cheddar Cap. You're either an Adriel or a Sandra in this world. My cheeks turn red when he points that out. He is not wrong. Or a Doug, I guess, but no, to be a Doug is probably kind of an insult, maybe. Like, slightly. And if instead of talking you'll just answer with a still, then I need to find another way to make you let everything out. You don't need to do... I more than need it. Sorry, I gotta check my phone real fast. My mother might be texting me. What is it, Mama? Ooh, she's taking me out to eat. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Thanks, Mom. Alright. Sorry about that. Usually I don't answer texts on streams, but sometimes I have to. A red tint coloring his cheeks as he bites his lower lip, hesitant. Eventually, Doug whispers almost inaudibly, I miss our hugs. Oh. This makes me turn to him completely shocked and slightly flustered. Did I hear that well? Doug tries not to flinch, just letting a soft smile appear on his face. That's why we were beating each other up tonight. That's why we're beating each other up tonight for a hug. These are the last words he says before leaving. In the end, Doug did indeed bring me to the gym. Leaping all around me, he gives me determined punches, way more dynamic than the ones he would give me during our first session. His plan is for me to find ways to stop him. His guard is catastrophic, which makes the exercise quite easy. However, I can't bring myself to hit Doug in the slightest. I don't want to risk breaking something else. Oh, and be even a bigger nuisance. This animation made me giggle. It is very silly. I like the scuffs on his shirt, too. Come on, Adriel, you're not gonna let me punch you without any sort of reaction? He reminds me a little bit of a gopher or something, not whack-a-mole. What is it now? That just doesn't make sense. You're the one who should be punching me right now. You're the one feeling down. Yeah, but you're the one who should be mad at me for destroying so many productions of yours. But I told you I wasn't angry. I roll my eyes and answer with nothing but a sigh. Doug's eyebrows furrow and he bites the inside of his jaw. Then a sparkle appears in his eyes as if he had something figured out. So you're telling me you feel down because you broke some pots and plates? Gosh, you really need to man up, Adriel. Oh shit, got him! Pardon? Yeah, like, how old are you even? Like, 12? Or 11 even? Your feelings right now are so invalid. I completely despise you for being such a lame loser. I'm sure your mom would mock you. That's the moment you're supposed to punch me to let it all out now. Were you trying to gaslight me into punching you? But possibly. Doug, I know you're too nice to actually say stuff like that. Did I make you feel worse? Not really, it's just, let's drop it. Tell me it looks like he has a skincare routine that offends men for some reason. Or be like, girl. Just be like, girl, stop it. Girl, cut it out. Yo, you do that, most men are gonna fucking flip their lids. They hate it. No, please, I think we can talk. You've been feeling a bit down ever since the pottery incident. It's more than the pottery thing, it's just that... A sigh interrupts me. For some reason, it feels weird to explain the whole situation. It makes me feel vulnerable, but also ridiculous for some reason. Doug sits on a bench and taps the seat next to him. I join him. On the same day I made you do all that work, put clay all over your atelier, and ended up breaking your pottery. So even if it's fine now, you'll end up finding that obnoxious for me, I know. I mean, I know I would hate doing somebody's work. But you'd be happy to help out a friend, right? I suppose. I defeatedly answer until Doug's benevolent smile. You see, Adriel, I think you're blowing the issue out of proportion. Not that you're wrong for feeling sad about it, after all, you're entitled to your emotions. It's just that, I feel like you're assuming the worst of me. I was happy to help you. Pottery makes things dirty, and I don't mind having a few pots broken. It's nice that you want to take accountability for everything, but you gotta trust me to set my own boundaries and say my own truth, rather than letting the twisted, nagging one in your mind prevail. Okay, calling me out? Fucking stop. I can't handle it. Oh gosh, I miss so much. That's so true. It is. I fucking hate it. But funny enough, in my mind, Doug has Kyle Prue's voice. I have to look that up later. Has to keep up his good looks somehow. Maybe it's offensive even if you have one, because it implies you have to work hard to maintain how you look, and it's not natural. You have nice skin. What did you say? Oh, I think it's because these guys see skincare as girly thing. Yeah, and usually girl equals bad for some bad men. That's all I'll say. I know what you say makes sense, and you're definitely right, but I just don't want to be any sort of burden or nuisance to... A nuisance? Doug screams immediately, taking my hands in his. The last thing you are is a nuisance, Adriel. You've brightened my life so much. My eyes widen with surprise. Doug's cheeks turn red, but he seems to care. I felt very down after my divorce, especially since I felt like I got ditched just because I was ace, but with someone as silly as boxing, you made me feel better. It made me think of something else. It helped me let some of my emotions out, and I discovered a fun person to be around. My eyes shift from his face to our entwined fingers. Sorry. His words immediately feel quite warm. I found myself looking forward to going to work just because I knew I would see you. Even better, I knew you would come to me, cracking a joke or two, and, well, for what it's worth, I will also add you're a great hugger. Oh, cut it. But I mean it, Adriel. So please, just know I will never see you as a nuisance or anything. Thanks, Doug. I still feel like I destroyed an important part of your life. The part where you chose to dedicate time for something you love. I took some of your memories away. Let's build new memories together then, because we're friends, aren't we? You don't know yet what these memories will be, but you have to take the leap if you want to create happy ones. I slowly nod, and without fully realizing it, I slowly turn my body towards Doug. He, however, doesn't wait 1 second more and hugs me, gently caressing my back with his hand. I don't know how your childhood was, but I'm sorry it made you feel like a nuisance. Okay. This one's hurting me. How did he... My arms immediately wrap around him, letting my fingers grab the fabric of his brownish tank top. Tears are forming in the corner of my eyes, but I try to stop them from rolling down my cheeks. Vainly, alas. I didn't have bad parents, but they sure were annoyed as hell when I broke things. Did you used to break things around a lot? I was a kid running everywhere. I had a lot of energy, and I used to knock things around me, and I know my parents really were exasperated with it. Especially the day I broke a vase and hurt myself with a broken piece. I say, pointing at my scar. Doug's mouth quickly gets a O shape. He then gently caresses the scar on my cheek with his fingers. Oh, well, it gives personality to your face. Thanks, Doug. But yeah, that day my mother panicked. Nothing particularly bad happened, but ever since I had to stop making her worry, stop breaking things because it was wasting money, and I had to stop being a nuisance in their lives. I mean, I broke her vase, but I was just a kid with undiagnosed ADHD. Her words have been on my mind for years, and maybe there's a connection between the vase incident and the pottery one? Certainly. Doug says, nodding, but keeping a gentle smile on his face. I don't think you're a nuisance for breaking a vase or two. I like your chaotic energy. Chaotic? I said what I said. And was that all? Was that all? I mean, not judging, of course, but about work. That's another huge topic indeed. Does Bonnie the Bacon make you feel bad? His question lets a laugh escape from my mouth. Sorry, it was dumb. No. Actually, you kind of have a point. I just don't know what to feel about work. Oh? Yeah, like Bonnie the Bacon felt meaningless, like it felt alienating to make a slice of bacon talk. And that's the problem with this job, it's just weird. Everybody's weird, they beatbox and start fucking TikTok dancing, apparently. And yes, here's the real plot twist of the route. I didn't say earlier, I wanted to write a route about vulnerable men hugging. Something no one's ever done ever. Certainly not me, certainly not you. Like, even those Twitter accounts, one of them is supposed to be owned by a quote, sassy whale. Maybe I'm not happy with this job. I immediately put my hand on my throat, surprised by these words. I don't know why I said that. I knew I found it boring, but the thought of me not feeling comfortable with this job just never occurred to me. And yet, when I said it, it made sense. It made a lot of sense. Yeah, I don't feel happy with this job, Doug. I should quit? Once again, it feels right. Oh my gosh, I should quit! What? Making up your mind so fast. Yeah, like, I hate my job, so I should quit. It makes sense, right? It does, but it's not a light decision to make. I know. I'll just keep that in mind and see how the next days go. Thanks, Doug. What for? I didn't do anything, Doug says, letting out a soft laugh. But you did listen, forced me to put words on my situation, and you didn't give up. You were there for me. That's what friends are for, right? He gently taps my shoulder as he says it. Tapping his back, I answer, yes. I spent a week giving some thought to this whole quitting situation, and ended up quitting. I know a lot were surprised. Even Doug thought I could have sat on the fence a bit longer. But sometimes when you're struck with a life-changing revelation, you can't just stand there and wait when your heart has already started writing the next chapter of your life. And this new chapter starts with an amusement park. Hell yeah! No, dang, so many things I didn't catch on. I'm sorry. No, I said Twitter instead of Twitch him. The immersion is ruined. I was gonna bring it up, but then I was like, well, maybe they both exist. Like, you're actually the chim in this world is going against the Elon Musk, so they're like battling platforms. That's all I'm saying. Doug and I thought we should celebrate my newfound freedom, and he suggested the idea. And like roller coasters, cotton candy, ridiculous mascots, count me in. My eyes are caught by the variety of attractions surrounding us. Doug, on the other hand, studies the map of the park. Well, the labyrinth sounds fun, and... Labyrinth? Come on, Doug, you can't be serious. Doug turns to me, raising a curious eyebrow. Smiling proudly, I point to a ride behind me with my thumb, going by the subtle name of Extreme Right of Yannette's Hell. Nice. Game of the year 2025, Business Tycoon, Muskrat vs. Chim. Is Yannette a demon in the Bible or something? I don't know, but we gotta try it. She could be. Slay. Doug's mouth opens, certainly to protest, but closes the moment I take his hand in mine. A light blush colors his cheeks and he nods. Fortunately for us, the line isn't too long and we quickly get into a ride. Isn't she a succubus after all? I mean, true. I turn to the side and notice him slightly trembling. Help this man. Doug, are you alright? Yeah, of course. Why would I be alright? I'm more than alright. Gosh, he is even sweating. Please don't tell me you're afraid of roller coasters. No, of course not. He almost jumps on the seat when an employee checks our seatbelts in the block system. We can still ask to leave if you feel uncomfortable. I'm fine, very fine, more than fine, finer than old wine. Okay. This is your day. We celebrate you quitting. Focus on the fun. You know it's not fun if you're frightened. I am not... Not the Wilhelm scream. The ride starts before Doug manages to finish his sentence. Our wagon is a pretty fast one, and moreover, we're placed at the front, which lets us see, with anticipation, all the future loops and ups and downs awaiting us. Well, at least I'm seeing it with anticipation. The rare times I manage to turn my head towards Doug, which isn't easy considering how fast the ride is. I see his eyes widen with panic, and even without looking at him, his screams are already telling me enough. The way he was switching up the screen. Are you gonna wet your pants? Shut up! A new vertical loop interrupts him. I join my screams to his. I'll admit my screams are out of excitement rather than fright, but at least he won't be the only one screaming. Aw. I raise my hands out of amusement. Doug's arms, however, are wrapped around the block system. Less than 2 minutes later, the ride is over. Once we leave it, opening my arms, I tell Doug with a big smile. Doug shoves me away before running to a trash can and ew! After 30 long seconds, my friend turns to me, trying to put a shy smile on his face. I suppose I can forget about the hug. Well, still fine with me if you don't speak, I say with a wink before Doug, failing to walk straight, reaches me and falls into my arms. I gently caress his back. You can burp, little baby. Not us, Oh, Adriel, please don't. I answer with a laugh while Doug lets go of me before looking around. Is there anything you want to do? What about another roller coaster ride? Fine, I guess. I'm joking, Doug. Joking. Maybe we can take a quick break and maybe you can eat something to fill the stomach you just emptied. Good call. I smile before rushing to a stand, buying a great variety of snacks. Cotton candy, apple candy, candy corn. Okay, maybe I have a problem with candies. For my good conscience, I also take some churros. When I reach Doug, he raises a confused eyebrow. The moment I thought of this Wilhelm screw joke, I couldn't resist it. All this? Of course. Monseigneur? My attempt at pronouncing a French word puts a smile on Doug's face, who takes a churro. Look, man. Stop trying to embarrass me. So any plans for the future? Plans? Yeah, now that you quit your job, are you going to survive? Damn, you make it sound so grim. Sorry, that's not the plan. I know. I'm just giving myself some time to plan things out. I do have savings after all. Oh, good to know. I gently nudged Doug and put a cocky smile on my face. I feel like this dad needs to study French more. It's very inaccurate. Let me guess, you're gonna miss me at work, right? Pardon? How boring work is gonna be without your faithful Adriel, always here to crack the best jokes in the whole company. It's true, I've been drinking more macchiatos. Doug admits as a soft peach color appears on his cheeks, and without losing them, he looks at the ground under him, playing with his fingers. And, well... Doug, you're alright? You're still sick? Definitely. He looks to the side, shaking his head. Never mind, it's dumb. Well, it's not as if I were somebody clever. You have a point? Damn, rude. My antics make Doug chuckle. I just wanted to say I was happy to spend time with you. Even when it includes vomit. That's a horrible way of saying it, but yes, even when it includes vomit, or plate breaking, or punching you, or... Dang, we got it, Doug. You started it. Still laughing, my friend taps my shoulder before looking at the blue sky above him. But what I wanted to say is just that you make me very happy, so thank you. Then you're all welcome, I say, grinning with stupidity. Hey, gotta own it. Doug, however, smiles more shyly, still looking at the sky above us, peacefully munching on his churro. Joining him and spreading my legs open, I take a look at the sky. Oh, what? This cloud looks like a slice of bacon. So a rectangle? Yes, exactly, a roasted rectangle. What clouds were you looking at? Oh no, I was looking at the sky above us. Yeah, but like the blue part? Yeah. What kind of person cloud gazes and just looks at the blue sky? You know, when I think of it, I'm so tempted to translate what you just said in chat. I'm gonna expose you right now. I'm gonna expose you right now. I must see. 1 second. My curiosity got the better of me. It's not that deep. Alas, my heart hurts, but as they say, it is the only truth that hurts, and I must bear the burdens of my faults. Okay. It really wasn't that deep. I was just nosy. How so? Well, I guess people tend to look at the clouds. The blue sky is sweet, but it doesn't really stand out. I'll admit I'm not really charismatic. However... Not Doug being like, I got no riz. I see Doug turn to me in my peripheral vision. I let a moved smile appear on my face. When you look at it, you realize it is very sweet, very soft, appeasing even. And I guess it's something constant. No matter where you are, you can always look up at the sky. Just like how I can count on you too. I finally turn back, looking at Doug's eyes. Thank you for changing my life, Doug. The sparkles in his whiting eyes flutter and his face turns crimson red. I did not. If it weren't for you, I would have never had realized I needed to have about my job. My eyes are still set on his eyes. It's almost as if I saw the sky in them. This brings a smile on my face, to which Doug answers with a similar smile. And in this instance, I surprise myself thinking of Doug. But like not Doug. Doug. You know? For the first time, I start wondering about what I feel for him. Doug. I've known him for years, but we've only been close for a few weeks. However, I feel like I shared such an intimate part of my life with him, and he shares an intimate part of his with me too. My feeling for Doug. Friendship for sure, but do I expect more of it? I do. Nah. Imagine having that whole thought process in your head and just be like, nah. Nah, not really feeling it. But this is a romance Twitch channel. All we do is romance bitches in this house. Doug... Bitches. Sorry. Doug really is the type to strike me with realization. First about my anxiety and my job and the root of it all, and now about so much more. So much more. I feel silly now. Ultimately so. Doug is the ultimate bitch. That's fine. What does that mean? I feel like facing something obvious, something I should have noticed a while ago. I developed a crush on Doug, and I find myself wanting more from our relationship, or at least just to give it a try and to see what more can be. Doug, can I tell you something? Not immediately like, okay, now I realize it. Also, I'm telling him. That's me. Doug nods, not letting go of the smile on his face. I think I like you. Oh, I like you too, buddy. No, I like you too, buddy. No. I mean, thanks, but like, would you like to go on a date sometime? Doug's eyes widen with surprise. You're asking me that just like that? What? I'd rather ask you than keep everything inside and get overwhelmed by my own feelings. I mean, the worst thing you could say is no. That's the logical thing to think, indeed, but having the actual confidence to ask it in that moment the idea crosses your mind, I can never. We extroverts have powers you can't even fathom, Dougie. That's true. Extroverts unite. Let's go. I see that. But you're beating around the bush, Doug. So would you be interested? Oh, yes, definitely. Doug almost screams, surprised by his own enthusiasm. He looks at the ground, his face turning red as a tomato. Extroverts triumph. Finally! I mean, look, I will say this, not to be like this person, but I feel like extroverts are severely underrepresented in stories as like the main character, at least. Not in like general stories, like obviously they're there, but like how many main characters are actually, extroverts? That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying. All I'm saying. What I'm saying is we are an oppressed group. Just like gamers, we are so oppressed. Lol, my 3 next Ks, the protagonists are introverts. You were right, Joyce. See? Because introverts feel more romantic, I think. Like, extroverts are very off-putting a lot of the time. Because people can't really relate to them. And most people who consume at least written media are probably introverts. That's all I'm saying. Extroverts being an oppressed because being an extrovert would solve so many problems in stories. That's true as well. If Chris was an extrovert, like 90% of what happened in the story would have happened. Jesus, true. I meant, why not? Don't worry, I appreciate the enthusiasm. I comment with a wink, making Doug even more flustered. Gosh, you're making it even more difficult. How is it difficult for you when I'm the one who confessed? Well, let's say I've held on to my feelings for a few weeks now. Damn, why didn't you tell me sooner? It's not that easy, First, I needed to make sure there wasn't any left from my ex. And then, well, the lingering fear of ruining our friendship. Like, damn, you've only dated girls before, right? It caught red-handed. But why do you ask? Because I'm friends with basically all my guy exes. Lol. That's me. Doug rolls his eyes hearing me say lol out loud. Putting a fake expression of helplessness on my face, I cover my mouth with a... Okay, guys. What the fuck? What the fuck? Stop. Cut it out. You're freaking me out. I guess it's easier for an introvert. It's you, Joy. Stop. Not me and Adriel being the same person. Oh no. No, Adriel got that from me, bitch. I was first. I came here first. I'm the chicken. He's the egg or whatever. Whatever one you believe is first is what I am. I guess it's easier for introvert characters to focus on their feelings, etc., which is what we tend to do in our stories, but we need some extroverts going through their internal turmoil. Yeah, like, I genuinely appreciate that. Actually, part of Adriel's problem is that they feel like they're putting up a front and they're not being genuine and all that stuff. Like, extroverts have problems too, okay? And they could be... I mean, we might not think as much, I'll say that, but, This game is turning into Adriel, to be honest. He reminded me of you when I was writing his route. God damn it. This is who I'll always be, guys. Sorry. Oh no, I mentioned I had exes. Does that ruin our date? Is this a date? What else would it be if we're both interested in each other? Then it means I officially threw up during a date. Yeah, for some reason it sounds like a Doug move. I swear this name will be the death of me. R.I.P. Doug! Standing up, I take Doug's hand in mine, smiling at him greatly. Anyway, there's a lover's ride in this park. Should we go there? You're really not losing any time, Adriel. Hey, that's why you like me, right? As I wink, I feel Doug's hand hold mine more firmly. I'll let you have this. Also, if you write an introvert, you have an excuse for not adding more characters. That's also true. Oh my gosh, like in my mind, like, no. What game was it? No. It was Hedge Wizard. When I was playing Hedge Wizard, the main character, was like super introverted, so they didn't go anywhere. They didn't really talk to many people, and it was actually brilliant, I think, for cutting down how many resources you had to use in your game. That's all I'm saying. Honestly, makes a lot of sense. I think we're figuring out a lot today. Fortunately for Doug, it is way calmer than the one we did before. Just your cliche boat shaped like a swan, and we're surrounded by animatronics of little characters doing things lovers do, and everything PG-13, of course. Thank you for elaborating. 1 sprite and 5 backgrounds, baby! Good on you, fucking Gray. That's brilliant, honestly. Never thought of it. I guess that's why when the wind... Oh, wait. Water of the Froth has so many characters. Oh, shit. OMG, Trent mentioned. Not Trent. Get Trent out of here. We hate Trent. Something is wrong here. Where are the two dolls fighting each other? That's love. Damn, I'll start to believe I awakened something in you. The world isn't ready to face the consequences of your actions. This declaration of Doug's makes us laugh as he puts his head on my shoulder. I then notice two dolls hugging each other. A smile curls on my lips. But hey, these two are hugging, so it could be us, in case you felt this attraction lacked representation. But they could be friends, though. Not in a ride made for lovers, no. You have a point. I always do, Doug. No, you don't. It makes a smile appear on Doug's face. Then we face a tunnel. God knows what other animatronics or stuff like that this ride has in store for us. Doug holds my hand tighter, his body softly trembling with anxiety. I hope it's not yet another descent or looping or... Doug, we don't even have to wear belts. I think we're safe at this attraction. Looking at his shirt, I notice indeed the lack of belt. Doug lets out a sigh of relief. I guess I'll survive then. However, as he says that, I wrap my arms around him, making his cheeks take on another deeper shade of red. Adriel? Well, if you need a seatbelt, I'll be yours. Damn, that's so corny. But I don't know, that's pretty cute. He says, laughing. I, however, shake my head. I don't mind being corny if it's you, because I like you, so I'll protect you. I do want to say this. Let me fucking say this, because I got called corny not too long ago for TNT. And TNT is corny, and I'll say it. But what I also need to say is, being corny is to be free. It's like being cringe. It's basically the same thing. If you believe in what you're writing or what you're making, it'll never come off that way. At least not to non-miserable people. That's all I'm saying, okay? Being corny is not bad. It's just being genuine. It's just being unfiltered, okay? Be corny, be free, bitch, okay? So if I say something silly or goofy, you know, it came from a real place. It's not just because I'm, like, there's no other thing it can be. Sorry, I was triggered. But I hate when people use that, because one of the best pieces of writing advice I ever got when I was younger was, if you believe in what you're saying, it'll never come off as insincere. It'll never, like, it will speak to somebody. Like, only if it's true, though. Only if it's true for you, it will speak for somebody else. It's not true if you're just making up that shit. But you know what I mean. Anyway, I don't mind being corny if it's you, because I like you, so I'll protect you. I still gotta make up for these plates and pots, after all. Doug was about to protest, but the amused smile on my face indicates to him that I'm not taking this whole destruction of Atelier thing too seriously anymore. He then lets his head rest against my chest and he whispers unexpectedly, "Thanks, Adriel. I love you." My heart skips a beat as he pronounces these words, "I love you." It's definitely stronger than just, "I like you," or "I have a crush on you." And yet at the exact moment, the only thing I manage to say while caressing his hair is, "I love you too, Doug." And I am agreeably surprised by how right these words sound right now as we're going into this mysterious tunnel. But whatever it holds, I don't mind when I have Doug on my chest, looking so peaceful, our hearts beating with the same rhythm. After all, that's what I wished for when I started talking to him, for him to be peaceful. But I guess the unexpected part was also finding peace in the process. Oh, I love you, Doug. Ah, if it isn't my favorite coachee, I shout, rubbing my hands and letting a big smile appear on my face when Doug appears before me. And if it isn't my least favorite coach. Rude, he says, winking before putting a tiny kiss on my cheek. For my part, I dramatically put my hand on my chest and let myself fall on the ground. Oh, I'm so hurt now, and I'm definitely going to take revenge by making you work out extra hard today. Damn, it feels like I dug my own hole. Dug my own hole. So does this mean Chatter met all those evil things guys said? This is MMM's plot twist, is that he said it with your full chest. You're just getting what you deserve for being a meanie. Doug approaches me, putting a kiss on my lips, and of course I'm not the type to play hard to get, so I kiss him back, wrapping my arms around his waist. After a few seconds, our lips separate. Dang, to think you are the highlight of my old job and the new one. What's your secret, Dougie? Maybe you just like kisses or punches for all I know. Yeah, I guess I'm quirky like that. Not quirky like that. I was just gonna say he's just a shonen protagonist. My personality is just shonen protagonist. God damn it. You are what you consume. Letting go of Doug, I start stretching my body. Okay, what do we want to train today? It is! Punching and hanging out and funny and goofy and all that shit. That's just a shonen protagonist. That's all it is. Sorry. I'm also coming to this realization at this moment. Like, my first anime was Dragon Ball Z, and I think it shaped my entire personality, and now I'll never be able to escape it no matter how long I live. And what do you want to train today, Doug? I, don't really know. You know, I'm just doing this for good health, not because I want to change my body or something. Yeah, I just thought you would be anticipating tonight's restaurant with Sandra and ask for training appropriate to the number of calories you're gonna gulp down. Do I look like the type of guy who counts their calories? I mean, you do have a thin waist for other men to grab it, I guess. Not you slut-shaming Doug. Waist-shaming Doug. But he's not wrong. I wink saying that, which makes Doug chuckle, then slapping my hands. I like how also he doesn't deny it. Rubbing them, I suggest, okay, love, what about we start a bit of stretching? Then we try to muscle these arms for extra good hugs, and finally a bit of boxing because you love my body? Waist shaming? Doug's cheek turns so red he decides to cover his face with his hands. You are impossible, Adriel. Impossible. Nothing is impossible when it is for you. You know it all too well. Come on, are you trying to rizz me up or to trade me? Damn, I thought I wouldn't have to work at this new job. I say, putting my hands on my hips and reluctantly shaking my head. Doug's smile gets softer. Are you happy here? So far so good. Honestly, I'm always happy to go to work and to help people train. It's nothing like my job as a community manager, and I don't have to make any slice of bacon talk, which is always a bonus. The new mascot Sandra's working on is a pickle. I'm sure you would have loved coming up with pickle puns. Oh, damn. Is that what we're going to do on Sandra's route? Is she actually loves her job, but she hates the mascot, so she has to change it? That's my guess. We'll see later, I guess. Would have been a delight, but I guess I'm fine here. My pun makes Doug chuckle. That's the one the new recruit came up with. Damn, the girl has potential then. Good for her. Yes, but she's not as good as you when it comes to hugs, I fear. Aw. And what can I say? I'm a hug master. And while hugs taste better when you share them with someone you love. And I definitely love you. And I love you too. Doug says, a glimmer of emotion passing in his eyes. Aw, he's adorable. Putting one last kiss on his lips. I almost said lips on his kips. I then suggest, okay, Dougie Doug, let's get started. On these words, Doug and I start our coaching session. Obviously quite a silly thing since I don't make him pay for them anyway. Not that he didn't insist though, but I mean, make your boyfriend pay? Lame. But having him as a coach, he allows us to spend more time together, even during my working hours, and it doesn't seem to bother my boss, so that's that. As long as y'all aren't making out in the fucking corner, I'm sure it's fine. So that's why it's funnier to do it here than at home. Damn, doesn't it sound like being awfully smitten to grab any opportunity to have to spend time with someone you love, especially when it's only been 6 months. Although a part of me already thinks, already 6 months, time sure flies. And now this is all giving me an impromptu idea. Oh, by the way, would you like to move in together? Just like, all right. Coughing, certainly surprised Doug. Punches my face. Oh my gosh! Shoot, I'm sorry. You caught me off guard, Adriel. Your first instinct is the punch? He runs to me, extending an arm to help me wake up. I suppose it's a no. His smile gets big and warm after I ask that. He shakes his head. Yes, Adriel, of course it's a yes. I'd be happy to spend more time with you. And even a lifetime. Aw, you made him blush. We did it, guys! Yahoo! I turned into Mario. Yahoo! We fucking did it. We kissed the cute boy and we moved him in. That was very sweet. I really like Adriel's like little personal story thing. I think it speaks a lot to his character, and he's just he's a lot, man. He's a lot. Like, maybe that's why most of my friends are, I mean, not all of them, but most of them are introverts, because I think it's like, if I had somebody giving me the exact same energy that I'm giving, it would just wear me out. And just dealing with myself wears me out, to be honest. So, so good for Adriel. And I like that they fit each other very well. Not Adriel turning you into Mario. It's fine. I like that a lot of their relationship was tied around them punching each other for the first time and stuff in the gym. It's very cute. I like it a lot. It's lots of dopamine right up in here. This whole week has just been dopamine, honestly. It's just been good shit. Even though the quaint stream did hurt me slightly, but it ended well, and it was good. So, they do suit each other. I think so too. I'm so excited to meet Sandra. I love just seeing her a little bit in this route anyway. Like, I love how quick-witted and, like, she's so cute, dude. She's so cute. Like, get out of here. Why are you so cute? And the beatbox, that's peak romance. Yeah, I can't forget about the rap battle. It was a good time. Good stuff. I think this would be your most wholesome game to date. I have to think of another one. Technically, people would say When the Wind Blew You Away, but I don't know. There's a lot of, like, pain. Like, it's like a subtle, soft pain to When the Wind Blew You Away. So I feel like this one is just a lot more upbeat and lighthearted generally. Like, there was, like, one anxiety attack, but outside of that, it's like, I don't know. It's chill. Chill and good and fun times. Oh, honestly, Amanda's a way more torn character than Adriel. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and there's a lot more emotional baggage, I think, that comes with, like, the relationship and, like, specifically some of Peter's backstory and stuff too. So yes, this one is just an upward trajectory the entire time. I love it. I like it, Adriel. He is himbo, I guess. Yeah, because he is like a gym bro. I wonder if he gets bigger because he's at the gym now more too. I wonder if that would change anything, or maybe it just depends on the kind of exercises you do. That's just me speculating. Excuse me. And I think it's cute that he changed his job and found his real purpose in life. Hopefully I also do the same thing. I mean, I'm pretty happy with what I do. I think the kind of jobs that I do is more just like a means to fund what I love to do, which is developing and making stories and stuff. So I guess Arcturus' game would count, but the third timeline makes it quite ominous. Yeah! Yeah, I guess that one's pretty close too. This one's definitely my vote for, like, if I was going to recommend like a very lighthearted game of yours, I'd be like, play this one. You know, but it's good. I like it a lot. And I can't believe you made, like, even one route was pretty lengthy, so making like the entire thing in a month is very impressive. Good job. Well, I was considering Men was too. Oh, that's true. I'm trying to think if there's anything I'm missing. Honestly, because I have to go see my mother after stream, I do have to do something, so I might end stream a bit early today. That way I can get prepared and blah blah. Because we finished a little bit sooner than I thought we were going to. And normally on another day I'd probably be like, okay, let's jump right into Sandra's, but we'll wait for next week to do that. Because I've got a busy week of other games that I want to play and stuff too. So let's get to my schedule real fast. Not the end screen. There we go. Okay, so we're almost throughout the entire week now. It's been a very, very fun week, very busy week. Also, we had an extra long stream yesterday, so I think it's fitting that we have a little bit of a shorter stream today. But tomorrow is our last stream of the week, and it will be for Our Wonderland, the finale, whenever it comes out. So, I know some people will probably be playing it on their own, so feel free to do that, but I will be streaming it. If you want to just streamline it and just have me do it, feel free. Just up to you. To do you. But regardless, it's going to be a fun time. I'm super excited. And if you can be there, be there. If not, don't worry about it. What else was I going to say? But next week, we are going to play the Sandra route. I don't know exactly what day, but I will have my stream schedule out by Monday for next week. So if you want to see the rest of this game, me playing it, or if you want to play it yourself, please download it. You know, Rendez-Doug, go find it, go do it. Rate it 5 stars for Chime's birthday. Do it right now. Thanks for the stream, Joy, and happy birthday, Chime. Yeah, happy birthday again. And let's leave little... Gosh, I didn't move her here. Here, I gotta put her here. Happy birthday! Hopefully it was a fun time. And just block my face. That's cool. This is our exit for today. She's cute. So, and I loved all the Kawaii-chan references in Rendez-Doug. Love that very much. Always more Kawaii-chan, of course. Oh, I should do a Kawaii-chan cosplay one day. That'd be really fun. That'd just be so fun. Honestly, I would just want to look like her. Like, I love her style. It's so cute. That would be everything. Maybe if there's a sequel, I don't know. Maybe I'll consider it. That's all I'm saying. Even though I'm still rocking this polo, man. You can't see me, but this thing is big. It's big. Like, it's a fucking dress on me. Oh, gosh. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for me today. So, you guys have a good rest of your day, timeline, all that. I'm gonna go get some food. Your girl's hungry, and I'll see you whenever I see you tomorrow. There's not a set time, so it's gonna be a very impromptu stream. So just keep an eye on my socials and keep an eye on me on Discord or whatever, and you'll see when I go live. But other than that, see ya, guys. Have a good day. Happy birthday, Chime. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.